He has dreads. He has dreads.
His hairstyle is dreads.
I think they're meant to be.
Look at the dog panting.
I know, as I said, he's pacing around and he's...
They look like they're light tan.
Light tan. Light
Dog
tan
is
white.
panting nonstop.
He's in distress.
No, it looks like it's solid with more spots from what I've seen. It's more of an overall.
It's a mix. It's not even a full breed.
No, it's not a foot, right.
It's not a purebred. It's a mixed breed.
Okay, the animal injured.
I don't think they're injured. But
They're in distress. They're panting nonstop.
So he's beating the dogs. We don't know if there's dog fighting. We don't know what it is, but the way he's keeping them, they don't appear to be pets. And he's not keeping any. Okay, well, I'm going to probably edit the Facebook post because I don't know that the party that posted it wants to be public record, but there is definitely a Facebook post. So I'll probably take a screenshot and talk.
Hold on.
Oh. Okay, we'll cross that bridge. I just don't want to have a problem with someone that's an adjacent neighbor that has to live next to these people. I'm not the adjacent neighbor. I have a rescue group here, and I'm working with them.
He's so distressed.
So distressed.
Like I said, when you have a chance to talk to the deputy, tell them you have other, you have videos and you're going to make problems with the neighbors.
Correct.
How can you work around that?
Right.
All right, so let's go ahead and just keep your distance. Don't approach the animals. Don't approach the person. Don't approach the property. And wait for the deputy to come. And if anything changes before the deputies get there, you can call us back on 911. Okay?
Well, I have no fear, so I'm going to go pull my
I'm
car.
going over there.
I'm going over
Let's
there.
go.
We're going to go over there. We'll meet
go.
them right outside.
We're staying in our cars.
Yes, we are absolutely not looking.
We are here in Tamarac after receiving an urgent plea for help.
Okay.
2 dogs that we know of, maybe 3. Hot boxes. We have animal control and the police of Tamarac on their way. So now we will be driving around to the property and waiting for their arrival. Just bear with me, guys.
Me too.
What'd she say?
She goes, you're so calm. She goes, I'd probably be arrested. I said, yeah, me too.
No, we have to be calm, or else we're not going to help anybody. What I want to do is different than how I'm acting, believe me. Yep, we do now. Is she going, or should I go around her? I'm going to go around her. So it's going to be this way. 7902.
Should be the second house. It has that car in the driveway too.
Mm-hmm. We're just going to stay out of sight for right now until they arrive. It's going to be this one right here. That's it right there.
Yeah.
That's the house. And oh, you can see from the back. You could. There's chain link. Is that his yard?
Can you pull up just a minute?
Wait a minute. Yeah. Oh yeah, you can see the boxes right from the street.
Yeah. Just can't see from
No.
the side.
And I can't. I'm not walking on the property.
Oh no.
Let's move up. Get away. Just a smidge. Okay. Now we just wait.
Do you want Zoe to come?
No. I think we're good for right now. We'll just handle it. So, hey guys. shaking, trembling. Address is, hold on a second, I'll give it all
Go.
to you.
Okay.
7902.
Northwest 74th Avenue.
7902 Northwest 74th Avenue in Tamarac. He has 2, maybe 3 dogs that are locked in hot boxes. So I've immediately called the animal control, sent an email to animal control. They said they are dispatching an officer. Also, we have called the police and we are waiting for their arrival to take care of the situation. It is against the law. 7902 Northwest 74th Avenue. You can hop in my car if you want to. Tamarac. And
How much is the fine? No, you're so funny. Don't worry about it. I'll look that up. I just do my due diligence.
I think the fine is $500.
Debated. We worked our magic. We got the other fine to $5 grand. I can't imagine this being that much money. And that's that work for
Hold on, let me.
That was the one that I dealt with before.
What's her name again? Did you see say? She works with the commissioners, I believe.
Yes.
The mayor of Tamarac. So we have a new friend. She reached out to me for help for another situation a couple weeks ago, and she's here also. I forget her first name. Forgive me. I'll get that. But right now, we have already we're in touch with the mayor through our new friend here. But right now we're here waiting for the animal control and the police. It is 90 degrees, and we have the statutes in front of us. I have them in my door, laminated, to educate any officers that don't know the law. I also have my thermometer reader, so they can't say that it's cooler than it is.
I can have to make a good decision.
What is that?
Kim.
Oh, Kim is on it?
Just a heads up. They're
They're renters.
She sent us the information.
Yeah, we know they're renters. Thank you, Kim. They are renters. He has an uninsured vehicle in his driveway. The house reeks of feces, of shit. And these dogs are panting and in super, super, super distress. Let's give it, it's 1:29 right now. Let's just give it a few minutes to see once animal control and the police show up, and then if they do not, then I'm going to need you all to start making phone calls. And let's see what the outcome is, and then I may need your help.
I feel like it's 102 right now.
Feels like it's 102 degrees, and these dogs are locked in boxes.
New text message from +156 145 56912.
It doesn't matter if there's no water.
Just getting my paperwork in order, guys. You're gonna have to just sit back, hang back with me.
This is the phone number for the owner of the property.
Okay, well, keep that handy, please. That's very important. Just bear with me. This is section 4-6, care of dogs and the manner of keeping your animals. It clearly states that anything over 85 degrees Fahrenheit, all dogs and cats must be provided air conditioning, cooling source.
New text message from Caesar Carey.
They can't be over 85 degrees. There are no fans. There is no cooling system. It is 90 degrees and it is reading at 104 on my, let's see, 103. $101.1 it's reading right now. That's what it feels like. So I've got this for them when they show up. And we will keep that right on the dashboard for them so they can know their own law. A lot of officers, sadly, and animal control, they don't know the law. And when they get here and we show them, they're like, oh wow, I didn't know that. So we'll make their job a little bit easier for them. It is not okay for people to treat animals in this manner. It's just a really simple solution. Don't get a dog. Don't have a dog. Don't own a dog. If you can't properly care for a dog, don't own a dog.
The agent's name too.
I understand that.
Number, his name, the agent's name.
For the owner of the property?
Yeah.
Perfect. We're pulling up the owner's name, contact number of the property, who is renting to this person, and inflicting pain, suffering, animal cruelty against dogs on the owner's property. So we will be making a phone call to them as well once we get the assistance, once they arrive here with animal control and the police. And then we'll start calling the owner.
Yep. Where's she going?
She's walking around. She's pacing.
I think
She's knocking on the door. She's a trip.
I like her.
She's a trip.
Mm-hmm.
So instead of me shutting down and then coming back, I'm just going to keep it running. Her name's Tracy. We've been receiving calls from the owners, urgent pleas for help because of the sounds of barking, crying, screaming. We don't know if he's beating, abusing. Listen, anybody that's going to keep an animal in these kind of conditions, there's no doubt in my mind that they're not hurting these animals. I don't know if he's using them for fighting. I don't know if he enjoys seeing dogs suffer. Whatever the case may be, it is against the law and it is not okay. They're just basically reaching out and talking to neighbors to see what they're hearing, seeing, all that.
More people need to get involved.
That's the problem. We need more people to get involved.
See something, say something.
Yeah. Excuse me. By any chance, do you know this house right here with the dogs that are in the boxes? Do you ever see or hear anything over here? They bark all the time? Yeah, we get the police and animal control coming right now because
Tracy.
they're living in hot boxes.
Tracy.
Oh, they get out? No one's done anything? Okay. Okay. Thank you. Tracy.
So this is a, we would have loved this one.
Well, this one too.
This is a halfway house.
Oh, okay.
Surely no one was sitting at the table. They say the dogs are impossible. And
Impossible.
they smell the shit.
Okay, and these people said the dogs are barking nonstop and they get out of the yard and they run the street. They've called the police and they've done nothing.
Well, that's good because I'll pull the police service records.
Here we go.
And here's her. This is.
That's it. John, it's David John.
Yeah, she sent
Do you think we
Not
should?
Daniel.
Do you think we should call the owner or wait for the police and animal control?
I need to search. I have it on my. I pay for the app for my own business.
Yeah.
And I'll pull everything up on it.
Okay.
He's got the two companies and one holds. One is the holding company and the other one is the investment. Who? Oh yeah. Well, first of all, I have his card. I'm going to pull his tag number. I have my private detective that pulls my tags. I'll get it all.
Perfect.
And this one, this car is inoperable. The Nissan. I'm going to go knock on the next door neighbor's door over there.
Okay. Shelly, why don't you go with her? I don't want her going by herself.
Go.
Do you have a mask? You should be wearing a
I'll
mask.
get my mask.
Please.
I'm really bad with
Yeah, I know, but you need to, especially if you're knocking on people's doors. I love her.
She's great.
Look at this. She's knocking on all the neighbors' doors to get the complaints in order. And here's the other neighbor.
She's being great. So this is a halfway house.
The halfway house. You can go over there, Shelly. I'm coming too. I want to see what's said. Well,
The police came back to my house.
why? The dogs?
Lady here in the back office.
So the dogs attacked you on this from that? I
But
couldn't.
like the other morning, I was going to work and I was getting in my truck and the dogs just came out of like a bad
Wow.
hotel.
Wow.
There's two.
That we can
Oh.
see too.
Yeah,
Oh,
there's-
I don't know. I only see one.
What color?
A brown.
Dark
Yeah.
or light brown?
Like a dark brown. The color of her. That could be the other one.
It's the light one. I have it on video.
Gotcha.
I have it on video.
Yeah.
Can't choose the neighbors.
So skinny, right? You can see the ribs, she said. Tracy, so skinny you can see the ribs.
No, I understand.
Right, and I have somebody. I got a crazy neighbor in the back of me. I have a husky, and the lady in the back of me, she's calling BSO, saying that I am abusing my dog. That I leave my dog outside with no food, and I'm like, are you seriously kidding me? That's a $3,000 dog. Who the hell is gonna leave him outside?
It was hit with fur.
Exactly.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, no, those dogs can't be
We had a good
outside.
vacation. I was out of town last week. I'm paying.
No dog can be outside. It's 90
And
degrees.
it's registering. Feel like 102.
It's so hot. Thank you so much.
Very, very nice.
We're going to take care of it. We're going to take care of it.
Yeah, they're very.
Oh my God, what a beautiful baby.
And they help them out here. They water like
I'm
the
looking at it.
plants.
They watered it this morning.
Yeah. Where do you guys live?
I live in Coral Springs, but I manage.
I'm in Fort Lauderdale. We're a rescue.
Like the mainland's a
Oh,
Forsyth
okay.
Colony, mainland's 8, 16, 12, 13. I'm all over.
Oh, so someone called you about that.
I've been getting reports that the dogs are screaming, crying. They're living in hot boxes.
Please come.
And they do nothing. And the police do nothing. Well, they're going to do something today. It's against the law.
I called them one time because the dog was flying up and down. My husband went and got food, our dog food, fed the dog. We called and like they weren't answering the doors.
They
It's
don't.
like, they don't answer the doors.
So what happened to the dog?
What did the dogs do? Did they just go back there? How does he get them? Well,
Did your husband return the dog?
yes.
Yeah. Is the dog friendly when he comes up to you guys? Does he appear
But,
friendly?
like sometimes it makes you nervous.
Yeah, because you don't know a dog,
No, and
right?
It's starving.
Right,
and-
sure. Sure. Well, every neighbor is saying the same thing, so.
Have they lived here long? Do you know? Or?
They're renters, yeah.
They haven't even been here a year.
So they're renters. They short term, less than a year.
Is that one of them right now? That's the guy.
He just left.
Yeah.
That's not good.
No, that's not good at all.
He just left. Tracy. But he just left. I know, but the police are coming. They're going to need him here.
There's somebody else in the house.
You sure? That's the house, 7902. And you can see the boxes right from the main road. Beware of the dog on a chain link fence with hot boxes. This is, I'm going to zoom in as much as I can. And those are the boxes right there that you saw from the beginning of my video from the opposite side through a fence. 7902 Northwest 74th Avenue, Tamarac. Yep. They've had puppies? Of course they've had puppies. They're probably breeding for profit.
The lady over here behind this house,
Yeah?
they're ready to move.
They can't take it anymore?
And everything else.
Which lady behind this house right here?
This house.
So that's a house we should knock on doors too. You should tell
Yeah.
Tracy to knock on that door.
Yeah.
The one
It's like
behind the
3
orange one.
puppies or something.
It's fucking bullshit, man. This is such bullshit. And the police have been called a million times and nothing's done.
The girlfriend is there.
She's there? Good. Well, it's,
So we
listen,
said,
the chain link fence,
Annie.
what?
Yeah. Hurry up, Ann. We gotta go this way.
Hold on. Hi. These people are ready to move out. They can't take it anymore.
They can't take it.
Okay. This is my colleagues in
Hi.
1,000 plus dogs of the Everglades.
100 plus.
What's your
Should be
name?
a million plus.
Shade.
Today.
Ooh.
Spell it.
SHABEY.
That's
very
pretty.
So what are we doing
We're
here?
gonna go see what we can see from her property.
Do you hear the dogs all the time? All the time.
So it's everybody.
Everybody. Yeah, here we go.
Your parents can't be too picky.
Huh?
Said the girlfriend. The other one said the girlfriend is home all the time with her toddlers. And that's her car.
The one that doesn't have a tag.
Yes.
Oh, it
I
smells
told you.
terrible. Oh my gosh.
Do you know anything about puppies? By the way,
Have you seen puppies, honey? Other dogs?
what did we say?
Probably sold a puppy.
Oh, it smells so
I told you. I
bad.
smelled it from the street.
Oh my gosh.
That other lady that just stopped, she's like, oh, animal control again. Obviously, they come here. And they're not doing
All right, so this is a report. Apparently there were puppies at one point, perhaps 3, and they think that they were sold.
Yeah.
So right now we're down to 2 adult dogs. We're not sure if they're male or female.
Maybe a third dog there, too. I thought I saw.
Either 2 or 3, I don't know.
Yeah.
It's hard to see.
Yep.
It's really hard
Oh,
to
there might be
see.
more?
Well,
thought I
there's,
saw
hear me out. So I know there's a dog in this box, and I know there's a dog in the second box, but there's another box
saw
at
the
the
little
end.
box.
There may be a dog in that box, or who knows what's in there. Who knows what they've got? Maybe puppies in there. I don't know. I'm just guessing. Hold on. You can close your gate, honey. Thank you so much. Anybody here?
It smells so horrible.
Horrible.
Oh, the guy's back
Huh?
Yeah, well,
The guy's back
Oh,
it's not protecting the servants too well.
come here.
That's all right. I could also pull up every single adjacent property owner.
Tracy. Tracy. Home. 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 The owner left and just pulled up. I don't know why they're not here yet. Do we need to start blasting them if they don't show up? This is an emergency.
That other lady just said to me that it was pulling out in the white car. She said, I'm waiting for animal control. She goes, again? Yeah, again. Damn, somebody's not doing a good job. So hotty.
Disgusting. It's brutal. It's so hot out here. Every neighbor, every single neighbor, every neighbor is in such disgust. The barking, the cry, the smell. It smells like a dead body.
Who are you calling, Trace?
Please, the police.
Okay.
Again. Good. I can have my 1,600 people start calling if they don't come.
Next step is tonight, every time I pass by to go to my office in the sunrise, when I look at something, I will go by and check it back and I can pull that too. But I'm going to get a hold. What's my phone on the
Can you believe this? Yeah, right? Busy getting donuts and coffee. That's what we said earlier. I know. The owner left and came back. She's been knocking on several doors behind us, and we have been talking to neighbors next door, the one behind, two adjacent across the street. Every single one has stated the cries, the screams, the smell, the conditions of this property. 7902. What is it? 7902 Northwest 74th.
7902 Northwest 74th Ave.
7902 Northwest 74th Avenue in Tamarac. What's the phone number of the police? You dialed it right from your phone. Can you look on your recent history of the last number you dialed? That's going to be it. Okay. What is it? Oh. 954-720-2225. What does that say?
Like a chance to, I'm sure you have, but just in case.
Oh.
Yes.
Okay. 954-720. I cannot type.
I can transfer it onto you.
2225. Thank you. 954-720-2225. The address 7201 Northwest 74th Avenue in Tamarac. 7902 Northwest 74th Avenue, Tamarac. Call the police, 954-720-2225.
It's a pending call. It hasn't been signed to the deputy. It's first available.
First available?
Yeah. Like we wait that last time for 5 hours. They don't give
I
a
don't want
shit.
to be a killer, but I have another meeting this afternoon.
You can't leave us.
I have my meeting at 5 too.
What time?
On my way back,
What time's your appointment?
the first one?
No, now.
Yes.
Do you have a 2 o'clock?
I've had it 2 o'clock.
You're not going to make it.
What?
So you're gonna make it? It's 10 minutes.
I gotta make another conference call and start. So I'm winging it.
I'm staying. We have to stay.
I know. But I'll come back. You have my cell phone number.
You took her cell?
No, did you give
No,
her
you
your
didn't give
cell?
it to her.
954.
Wait, don't do it. I'm on video. You don't want 2,000 people. No, give her your number privately.
But Tracy will be back.
Tracy will be back.
I am not shocked.
Seven 7902 Northwest 74th Avenue. They're on their way. Smells like something is dead. 90 degrees. 7902 Northwest 74th Avenue, Tamarac, Florida. You guys can call the news stations you want and give them the information. Send them over. I can't do it while I'm live, guys. You can call channel 4, 6, 10, 7, whatever you want to do. Just search local news stations in South Florida and call them. Give them the information. Tell them we're waiting for the police and animal control for an animal cruelty case. I can't do any calls while I'm live. I'm sitting in my car. I have the window open about this much, right? That's my window. It's reading 90 degrees here in my car. I have the air conditioning blasting as high as it can go. And my leg, just from the sun, is on fire. That's how hot it is. Channel 4, Channel 6, Channel 10 if you want to call. Channel 7. 4, 6, 10, 7. These dogs need to get out of here because they're being tortured. This is a slow death. This is torture. And he just pulled in. He's home. So he's sitting in his cool air conditioning in his house while his house reeks of shit and his dogs are burning and stressing and crying and being tortured in hot boxes out in the backyard.
I got it all. I'm going to go to the Jonathan Daniel track too. I said I'm going to track down Jonathan Daniel.
He just popped his head out the door. Yeah. Hey.
Shaday's father was not in there.
He said, hey?
Hey. Shaday's father
yeah.
was worked for a charter school, non-committal.
That's what he said?
I know, I saw his thing. It's at some charter school. I said, we're here investigating an animal abuse claim. And he's like, I can
New
hear
text
any noise.
message from Cheryl
Okay.
Levin.
I said, what about the smell of poop?
You said that?
He did. What?
I don't want to give him any hint. Because
Yes,
he'll
you
want.
Oh, here he comes. Hold on, here comes the owner.
Yes, I told you.
Sir, I think you should probably keep it this.
Yes.
Excuse me? I was told I got a phone call saying some lady got here. I'm sitting with my dog. Trying to see what's going on.
Oh, no, that was somebody else.
That was somebody
Yeah. We got a call.
else. So that's not her.
I don't
Okay,
know.
so, it's not you guys.
Who are you?
I stay in 7902.
Oh, that's you? That's your dogs outside?
Is that your house?
You have
Is
dogs?
that your house here? Where you just came out of?
This one right here.
Yeah, so you have dogs. You own dogs.
Yeah, I own 4.
Oh, you have 4 dogs.
Yes, ma'am.
Oh, okay. Where are they now? Are they on tethers? Are they free roam? Or how are they kept is my question.
Where do they
I'm
live?
with Animal Rescue and I work with animal control. So I'm asking you, you came over to me and I'm being respectful. Yeah, sure. And I'm asking you where your dogs are currently in the yard. Are they free roam? Are they on tethers like a chain? Or are they in cages? How are they?
They in the backyard.
They're in a cage?
They roam
They
free.
in the backyard.
In a cage or free roam?
I have one in the cage because she jumps the gate and I don't want them to bite me and my neighbors. But
Is she
rather than
aggressive?
that,
Is she aggressive?
She is.
Yeah.
A little shaky from time to time. She's cool with my neighbors though.
So you have 4 dogs in the backyard right now?
Yeah.
Do you bring them inside? Do they sleep inside?
Do I bring them inside?
Yeah.
Yes.
No.
So they never come inside?
Do they never come inside?
They
Yeah.
never come inside.
Well, when I want them inside, but if not, they're in the backyard.
How come? Can I just ask you?
Huh?
Can I ask you why?
Why what?
They're
They're
outside?
outside in the heat.
What?
It's
serious?
right now. It's 102.
Let me ask you a question. How hot do you think it is out right now outside?
Okay, Paul. So the dogs are not allowed outside?
Correct.
Are you saying correct? Are you serious?
I'm dead serious.
So hold on, pause, wait.
It's against the law.
To have your dog outside?
Correct.
You're crazy. That's not.
I'm
a law.
crazy. Do you want to see it?
We have the.
Do you want to see it?
That's not a law.
Do you want to see the statute?
All right. I had code enforcement come out. Not code enforcement. I had the dog people come out.
And they said it was okay?
Multiple times. They came out. I want to say, give or take. I've been here 2 years. They've been here. They came out. I want to say 3 times. Each 3 times they came out, my dog was healthy. They have their shots. They're perfectly taken care of. They said I have a dickhead neighbor somewhere in the area that's calling them on me. BSO came out of my house 3 times this week.
This week?
This week. He came 3 times saying they had noise complaint by my dogs. First, I spoke to him. I said, when he arrived, I said, do you hear any noise with the dogs? He said, no. He said, man, I don't know why they're bothering you. I don't know. I'm getting tired of coming out here for this, so we're going to find a way. I'm going to call dispatch, and we're going to find out who's making the calls on you, the anonymous calls. I've spoken with this neighbor, this neighbor, this neighbor, and this neighbor. This neighbor even returned my dog once or twice, because he has a boy dog. When my girl dog's getting heat, when she got in heat, she jumped the gate, and she runs over here, I guess.
Why isn't she spayed? Why, you don't want to spay her?
No, I don't want to spay her.
Does
she have puppies?
Do you breed her?
Do you have puppies?
Do you
No,
like?
I don't breed her. She had a set of puppies 2 years ago, but she's done. I'm not breeding her anymore. But I haven't any complaints. So the cop he asked me what's going on, why would they keep calling you, calling on noise? I know the dog I have. Once she see her another dog runs out, she'll make it like a howling noise, like when she wants to get out of the cage. You understand? I can't stop my dog from making that noise. You understand? The only way you can stop that dog from making a noise like that is you put a muzzle on the dog. I'm not gonna muzzle my dog.
What is your name? My name is Amy. What is your name,
name is
Shelly?
Jason.
Huh?
My name is Jason.
Jason.
See, my thing is,
Where are you from? Where are you from originally?
from Florida.
You born and raised in Florida? Okay, so regardless of whether what you think or you say I'm crazy, right?
Judge, you understand?
No, you said you're crazy. When I said
the laws.
it's with the laws. When I told you that it's illegal to leave a dog living outside, you said what? Correct? What? Correct? You're crazy. So let me just explain something to you. I'm just being honest with you, okay?
Yeah.
No matter what my opinion is, your opinion, anybody's opinion, there are laws in place for a reason, for people and for animals. Are you aware of that? You know that there's laws to protect people. There's things you can do, you can't do, or you're going to get arrested, or you're going to have the police that you don't, right?
I've never been arrested.
Okay, that's great. So hear me out.
Yeah.
My life consists, I am an animal rescue. My life is animal rescue and animal cruelty. Okay?
Not to be rude, but do you guys live over here?
I live very close. So I live in...
You stay on this block?
No, I live in Fort
Stay on the next
Lauderdale.
block?
I live in
Fort
Fort
Lauderdale.
Lauderdale. That's where I live. I live in Fort Lauderdale.
So not
But-
being rude,
uh-huh.
I'm gonna let you finish, but how do you end up here?
Well, like I said, I'm an animal rescue, a huge rescue, and I've received beyond, I can't tell you how many calls on my hotline about your situation.
Okay, but I'm thinking, okay, if I spoke to this neighbor, I spoke to this neighbor.
Guess what?
Okay,
I spoke to all these neighbors, both sides of the street, and everybody told me the same thing.
What did they
The
tell you?
dog, first of all, the smell that is coming from your yard just by walking by your house is gagging of feces.
Okay. Now-
That's number one. Hold up. Can I speak and then you can speak, okay? I have the video on and it's on me. It's not on you out of respect.
I don't mind.
You don't mind?
I just
Okay.
wanna see what's going on.
Okay. So with that being said, the smell alone is gagging. Number two, every single person said the same thing.
What they
The
said?
dogs are constantly crying and barking. They are outside in those boxes 24 hours. They are never brought in the house.
Okay.
And at one time, one of the dogs, a couple of times, runs up and down the street and they had to feed the dog because it was so skinny and they returned the dog back to you, the owner.
Really?
Yes, really. I'm just telling you what was just told to me,
Alright.
sir. You're asking me. I'm being honest
Alright.
with you.
I'm gonna answer all those questions. Number one, my dog never roamed down the street. Number two,
You just told me the dog when he jumped over your
No,
fence.
over here.
Amy, let's not engage.
that
Sir,
happened- that happened one time.
are your pit bulls written into your lease?
alright.
The city requires
Now-
registration.
That's-
The city of Tamarac requires registration and $1 million insurance
Miss,
policy.
miss,
And Jonathan
I was-
Daniel has had a message left on his phone.
Do you have a license?
I was in the middle of a conversation. Okay, pause. You don't stay here. Number one, you go to my gate. It's no shit in my backyard. So the feces
Yeah, okay,
thing-
what's the smell then?
Oh, I wasn't in your gate. I was next door, and
Yeah,
I
so
was
the feces
talking
thing-
to the neighbor.
The species where you say is manure in my backyard, I get up every morning, first of all, and I clean my backyard. You understand? So that's out of the question. Number two, my dog I want to say my dog jumped the gate probably twice. And it came out, my neighbor next door across the street from me, he brought my dog back, and then this guy had my dog before and he brought it back. You understand?
Right, so the dog's got out several times. Twice. Okay. Okay.
That problem was solved.
Uh-huh. You know why it's solved?
Smell,
because they're locked in boxes, which is against the law.
No, it's solved because
And they can't
I
be
put
in
her
the
in the
heat.
cage at nighttime because I don't want her jumping out. But when she gets out and she attacks another dog, then guess who's going to be it? The cops. And who's going to be at fault? Me.
But that's why they should be inside.
Animals are not allowed to live outside.
I know a lot of kennels and pens and
not allowed.
No, it's
Not.
the
It's
the laws.
People
Broward
parolees
County.
the dogs
It's
outside.
it's
Does your
illegal.
landlord have liability insurance for $1 million?
parolees
Do you
the
have
dogs
liability
outside,
insurance?
correct?
Okay, but this is
Just ask
the
my
law.
They have air
I don't know.
conditioning. They have air conditioning in their
This is
warehouse.
the laws though in Broward.
They have air
Outside?
conditioning. They have air conditioning units. Yes, they
I watch the
do.
show all the time and they never had air
Yes,
conditioning.
Tia has air conditioning.
No.
I know
Wow.
Tia.
Okay.
I know Tia. She has air conditioning for her dogs.
I didn't know you people really exist. Like, what is it? What? I don't understand.
I have
what is going on
one
here,
question,
bro?
just one
you
question.
don't live here. You don't live here. You don't.
You live here and you are breaking the law. That's why
What
we're
law?
here.
What law? The cops came here 3 times and
I'm
the law
tr-
was broken.
I'm trying to explain to you, but you don't want to hear me.
It's not I want to hear you.
It is against the law, sir. Anything 85 degrees and higher, you cannot leave your dogs outside without air conditioning.
Well, how about you take my girl dog and bring her back home when it's cooled down? That'll
Right,
work.
I have one.
How about
question,
it's
one
your dog and you
question.
take responsibility and do what's right by your
When
dog?
you feel like it's that hot, you come pick her up, knock on my door, and say,
Sir,
hey,
you're
let me borrow your dog.
oh
Can
man.
I
Bring her
just
back.
ask one question?
Yes, ma'am.
What if you go back there where your dogs are?
Why don't you live in there?
Go
I
in
was
there.
in the backyard.
But no, go into
I'm
the
in the
box.
backyard.
No,
What box?
in the box where your
My
dog
dog's
is.
not don't get in the box. My dog wouldn't get in the box until nighttime until I go to bed, so my neighbor's not getting disturbed by the
They're in there right now.
There.
The
my
dogs are in the
right now?
boxes.
Those boxes.
Who says that?
Open the door.
I have it on video.
Open the door. Show us.
So
Do you want to show us right
Are you
now?
talking about that
You
box
gotta
that
come.
has no air at all? There's another box.
Oh, why? You have nothing to hide, so why don't you want to show us your dog?
You ladies,
Then why are you here?
because I got a call saying
Where
that,
do they go at
I
night
got a
though?
call on my phone saying that
What box at
some
night?
crazy. Well, I ain't gonna say crazy. That's what they said. They said some
Animal
crazy ladies are walking around the neighborhood.
Yeah,
saying
we're
that they
crazy, all right.
Call animal control.
We're
Animal
animal
control
lovers.
come here like 3
This is
times
what we deal
already.
with, guys, all the
Understand?
time.
My dog's perfectly fine. They're perfectly taken care of. They
No,
told
they're
me
not.
everything's
But
good.
where,
being
where
tortured.
do they go at
But
night?
I've
You were
been. They
saying
came
another
out 3
box.
times. So how they being tortured?
Wait a minute. He's talking about a box. Is it
Right.
that long
You
box?
guys are
That
not
long
even
box
box.
with no
So
air?
why
Is
would
that
I
where
go
they
in
go
there?
at night? That's what I want to know.
You guys, when they,
Because he said they're not.
Because you know what? If I had nothing to hide, I'd be like, man, come see my dogs. They are loved and cared
no,
for.
but you guys are not cops. Is what I'm trying to find out.
We're
You guys
waiting
don't
for the
even live
BSO,
here.
darling. Deputies are on the way.
You don't live here. So I'm trying to find out, like,
I'm trying to explain to you, and I'm trying to be respectful and explain to you the law, but you don't want to hear it. You just told me your dogs are only in the box at night.
But what box? You mean a long
no,
box?
they're in. I have 2 cages. I have 2 fence cages.
Yes.
That I put
That
them
they're
in at nighttime.
There's a third box.
So I have
What's the
I
third
have
box?
What's third box?
There's 2 large box
Ma'am,
kennels, and what's
ma'am,
that third
there's
box?
No third box.
It's a
Yes,
long wood
it's
box.
long
What
wood
is that?
box
Next to the 2
your
kennels.
It's no wood. I'll have 2 cages.
Okay, what's
Right.
next to it? The wood box. I have it on camera.
I have 2 cages.
No, but
Sir.
Okay, pause. So,
All right.
rule number 1, you
Thank you.
trespass on.
No, not at all.
no, we were not on your
private
property.
No, we were on other people's properties. You can see right through the fences.
Okay. This is crazy. I'm happy the cops here, so we'll figure all this out now.
Awesome. Fantastic.
Love it.
Let's do that.
Yeah. Are we getting out or sitting?
I'm going to wait and see. This guy is so... oh my God.
telling
You
you.
can't fix stupid.
That other box.
I know there's something in there.
Yep. Or he shoves them in there at night because he said about the
Yeah,
noise.
at night.
That's where he's putting
Yep.
them, in that box.
Yep.
With there's nothing there.
No. This is going to be... I hope this isn't going to be a shit show because it's not going to be pretty.
Windows down.
I don't
Right
care.
Postpone my call.
Come here.
I postpone my call.
So they're going in that box at night.
Can you please hold this for me, please?
The other box we saw? Because of
Let
the
him do his
noise.
thing. Do not go over there. Don't let him do his thing. The police.
So how many times a day does this go on with you guys?
Oh, 24/7. This is all I deal with. Like, I have to clean up after everybody else's shit mess because nobody can take care of their dogs. There's no peace. There's not a day of peace.
We're gone.
I made friends with the group home people. So, I don't mean to be a racist of any kind.
Tracy.
The double talk bullshit that you hear
I,
from this,
I deal with
hate.
this white, black. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter.
The double talk shit.
It doesn't matter. It's white, black, everything. There's nothing to do. Yep, nothing to do.
I
Yep.
got you.
You go.
Why can't you just say, hey,
You got. It's called uneducated, ignorant people. And that's why I asked him where is he from originally. Because
dogs don't matter.
recently, 2 dogs I took in his owner surrenders. They're very educated and kind people. But from where they come from, dogs live outside. It's okay. That's the norm. So they bring their way of thinking here. And it's not the norm and it's not legal.
And those dogs are in a coffin.
But we see the box.
Oh, they're in coffins
And
back
then he's
there.
telling us that the
Next
dogs
to
are
those-
not in the box.
He's double talking.
I hate that.
I do
hate
too.
that.
I do too.
I hate
He's a
that
liar.
really.
He's a liar. He's a liar.
But that long box, that's where they are at night because they're barking.
Police are here. There's an officer here. He looks like a young officer.
He doesn't look familiar.
Here, the dogs. Yeah.
Dogs barking. On point. They stand right there, they can smell the poop.
And that's why they go into that long box at night.
You heard him. He keeps the dogs outside 24/7. He says, I only put him in the box at night. I asked him about the third
He's got a
box.
screen patio.
I asked him about his third box that's really enclosed with just little slats.
Oh, God, they smell.
And he said, what? I don't have a third box. I have it on video.
So what I don't understand, why would neighbors tell you guys about puppies when it was 2 years ago?
Because it may not, he might be
hasn't lived here more than a
lying.
year,
Do you
supposedly.
believe what he's telling? Don't believe him.
Oh, I'm
I don't think
gonna
he's been here
pull
2
everything
years.
up.
He's a liar. He told me his dogs never get out, and then in the next breath, he told me the dogs got out twice, jumped the fence because it was in heat. He's not going to spay her. He doesn't want any more puppies. Had puppies 2
Well,
years
why
ago.
wouldn't he spay her then?
He doesn't want to spay her.
What? It costs money.
No, it's not even that. People in their minds honestly think it's going to alter the dog's personality.
Yeah, in
It's like a
better way,
cutting
right?
off balls off a male dog.
In a better way.
The guy is ignorant and he's stupid. And we need the police over here. It's so brutally hot, and we're standing in the shade right now. There's nothing you can believe out of this guy's mouth. He's a liar. He's a liar.
Could you do me a favor, call the stupid elevator in again at 2551? Barbara's texting me.
And all he wants to know is why we're here. Don't worry about why we're here.
And I obviously haven't made it there. My day has been awful.
And I hate to say it, but that is a coffin.
It's a coffin back there.
And
Do I
that's
need
where they
to
go.
do? I need to do it?
Really?
I can't remember
Why
what
are
I
they-
did or didn't
yeah,
do.
listen to them.
Deborah kept me for like 2 hours. I am. Okay. I'm in Tamarac. I'm just leaving Forsyth.
I don't even know why this cop is allowing him to talk. And
Yeah, like he's just butted.
yeah.
Yeah, really bad.
Uh-huh.
She's on video, so I can't tell you fun stories.
No, you can't.
I totally forgot about you in the video.
It's okay. Cop's talking to him over here. I'll zoom in so you guys can see it.
They're laughing.
Is he? He's laughing?
Well, they do that community policing thing, so it might not necessarily be. I know Mayor Gomez. We'll have a conversation. She's allegedly an animal, but we'll see what we can pull off there. And then I don't know where animal control.
Does the landlord know that he
I
has
don't
all
think
these
so.
dogs there?
I don't think so. And
It's-
that's why the city of Tamarac does have a law on the books for pit bull and pit bull mixes registration, and they're supposed to register their animals and carry $1 million liability policy. And I highly doubt the landlord has a liability policy, which he should, because if anybody comes on the property and gets injured,
Yeah,
goes
one
into the
officer
landlord. So that
standing
is-
here talking to the guy.
Get out
And
and
normally
bite
the
neighbors.
the dog should be written into the lease, and I'm guaranteed they're probably not. But I don't know how long he's been here, so I'll figure that out.
He said he's
later.
been here almost 2 years. They said less than a year.
Right, I'll figure that out later when I get in front of my computer. I just don't understand what he just says, show me the dogs.
He's probably waiting for animal control. He's probably scared to go back
Oh,
there.
there's number 2.
There we go.
Okay, good.
Perfect.
I videotaped him before, but I realized he was doing the double talking, which is why I walked over.
Here comes another
Why
officer.
videotape it? She's already videotaping it.
Maybe he'll come over here. I would doubt the way they start.
I can't imagine what goes on here at night.
Right?
There's dogs in that box.
What's the point
You
of
know
having
how hot
a
it
dog if
is?
You don't hang out with your
even-
dog. I sleep
I
with my
can't
dog.
imagine them in that box that we just saw. I just can't. There's nothing there.
Listen, it doesn't matter, regardless what anybody's opinion is or thinks it's adequate or it's okay. The law states it's
That's
not.
right.
It's illegal. That's all you need to focus on. It's against the law what he's doing.
Yep.
That's
Absolutely.
it. It doesn't matter what we all think. I don't care what any of these people that are watching. I don't care what the neighbors think. It's just
That's
great to
right.
have people's, you know.
The law is the law.
The
But
law is the law.
the law is the law. You can't argue the law.
I told him if he has
He can talk all he wants and schmooze the
also
cops.
have a registration with the county and be babies and vaccinated.
Yeah.
So that's another line of argument for me with the landlord.
What?
Animals are supposed to be registered with the county.
That's a big thing.
Yeah, big thing. And especially if he's chased people up the street.
Twice. That we know of.
And not to be a truck. We just had the 2 incidents. Was it Coral Springs? The people are trying to train the pit bull. Oh, I did it again, huh? Take a walk.
These poor dogs, they are labeled, and it's not the dog's fault. It's the person, it's the owner. I can't believe not one of these officers have gone back into the yard.
I can't believe it.
They're just standing out here listening to him talk bullshit. Double. Just talking in circles like he did with us.
Oh, I guess crazy ladies.
We've been here 3 times this week, so
Mhm, 3
obviously
times.
nothing's getting done.
I'm going to hold the service call logs when I get to the office. Because of, COVID, they're doing it online. You don't even have to go there. They're showing my daughter's dogs. Which is cute little thing.
Well, it's always the luck of the draw who you get as a police officer and animal control.
Amy, over
What?
here. There's a dog.
Hmm?
There's one of the dogs.
Where?
He just walked.
Oh, the dog is free?
Yeah, see, he just walked onto the right where that patio is. Yeah, the girlfriend's out there because I hear a kid.
Oh, great.
Yeah.
Well, you guys be careful because they've jumped the fence before, so. I don't know if they're friendly. I'm not. Tracy, be careful, please. You don't know if they're friendly.
Obviously, they jump fences and bit the neighbors. so,
Right.
you know. And I think it's a law if your dogs do get out, they're supposed to have their rabies shots.
Oh, there they are. They let them out of the boxes. There's 3 right there.
He said there's 4 there.
There's 3 right now. He said he has 4. She let him out of the box.
Of course you did.
Mm-hmm.
So tiny.
So thin.
Skinny.
Mm-hmm. There's 3 of them with these heavy, thick collars around their necks. But now he's going back where the dogs are out of their boxes. Oh, the 4th one is on the deck? Or is that one of the 3?
Yeah, one more. The first one that was in the first box farthest from us. That was the first one that went back. All running back.
See, they let him out of the box. Yeah, they let him out of the box now.
Yeah, the girlfriend, because I heard.
Mm-hmm.
Yep, of course.
Of course. Where are you?
I'm going to turn my car around in the shade. Just bear with me, guys, please. Such bullshit. back and we have to wait. This is the waiting game. That's all it is a waiting game.
Lose something?
No, I was looking for just a waiting game. We have to just wait. Yep, just waiting game.
Yeah, the girlfriend was in the front window.
Of course, and he says, let the dogs out of the box. Regardless, we have it on video. The dogs have they're in the box day and night. He said it on video.
The box doesn't even have
They
to
need
be
proof
there.
of vaccines. He needs proof that
Yeah.
he's allowed to have these dogs. These dogs are registered,
And if they jump a fence
and they
bite
cannot be in
somebody,
boxes.
They have to have
It's illegal.
they have to be up to date on their rabies. That's a law.
If they got here when they were called and not an hour later, then they would have seen the conditions the dogs were being kept
I
in.
made a 911 call.
Yeah.
After
Well, it's all on video.
Yep.
Remember they said call back.
I said, I feel very, I saw that's very threatening. And the woman, the dispatcher says, if you feel not threatened, get in your car and leave.
That's always the answer. Just
Yep.
leave.
Yeah. So tired of hearing that saying.
Well, the sergeant. We have the sergeant here. He must have been getting a lot of calls. You see? You see the car is the sergeant's here. So. That's a regular. See in the corner right here, it says sergeant. So they must have got a lot of calls. They sent the sergeant out.
Where's the animal?
I have no idea where animal control is.
Should we call them? Remember, should I be calling?
He's on the phone now, even.
Huh?
He's on the phone.
Okay.
I don't know if it's the sheriff or the other.
Broward Animal Control should be on. I sent an email and I spoke to them. They said they were dispatching.
One of them is on the phone right now.
Isn't it scary what the owner said? Right? I mean, the whole thing that he was talking, it was just scary. He was lying as he was talking.
Very scary.
He just keeps lying. All right, guys, I'm going to recap really quickly. I am here in Tamarac.
New text message from Carol My Heart.
I am here in Tamarac. I was called many times on a situation at this property, 7902 Northwest 74th Avenue in Tamarac. And there are 4 dogs that are locked in boxes, wood boxes, in 90-degree temperatures, day and night, 24/7. The smell of feces, it smells like a dead body on the property. All of the neighbors are in an uproar. They have all stated that the dogs are nothing but crying and barking in distress. The owner came out and he spoke on video. I told him he was on video, and he's talking in circles and he's lying and he's stating, he told us straight out that the dogs are in the boxes 24/7. He never brings the dogs in the house. He was backpedaling and backpedaling. Animal control is 954-359-1313. 954-359-1313. Tell them we've been waiting. The police are here. We're waiting for an animal control officer immediately. So finally, the police officer showed up and he let his girlfriend in the house let the dogs out, and all 4 of them, or 3 of them that I saw, and they're looking out the front window right now. She is moving the curtain in that middle window. She was just peeking out to see what's going on. They think they're going to get away with it. So apparently we were told by him that the police have been here twice this week and they said it was okay. Well, we're here to show them the law and say it's not okay. If they leave the dogs like this, in this condition, this is an epic fail for Tamarac. Major epic fail. Shut up, Michelle. This guy isn't going to provide air conditioning for the dogs. Shut up. Are you talking to me, Michelle Cecile? I don't know who you're talking to. By law, he cannot have his dogs in the backyard in boxes in 90-degree temperatures, which is well over 100 degrees in a hot box with no air conditioning. And if that's the case, he either has to surrender his dogs or he needs to bring them inside the house. So I don't know who you're telling, if you're just saying it, you know, out loud about shut up, or if you're talking to me directly. But I would love you to clarify, honey, for me. That would be great. It's not okay. The halfway house is directly next door, I was told. That I didn't speak to anybody. But they said every neighbor has stated the dogs are outside 24/7. It's a coffin. They're living in coffins, basically, honestly. So now the officers are coming back. They're coming back. They're coming back. This might be a news station.
7902 Northwest 74.
Hi, do you mind if my camera's on, or do you?
No, not at all.
Okay, cool. Hi, my name is Amy. I'm with 100 Plus Abandoned Dogs. So we've been receiving calls nonstop about the smell and then the barking, the crying, the conditions of the dogs locked in those boxes, which I have the statutes. It's against the law and the ordinances. He came right out and started coming to my car. I stayed in my car down the street and he was talking. I have it all on camera. He clearly stated his dogs live in those boxes 24/7 and he thinks it's okay. I was trying to educate him. He wanted to hear nothing about it. All the neighbors we've spoken to, this neighbor, the one behind him, the next door neighbor, across the street, 2 neighbors, they all stated the same thing. The cries, the screams, 2 dogs have jumped the fence, gone after. They were very skinny, they gave him food and they returned the dogs. So this has been going on. He stated the police have been to his property twice this week and gave him the okay that what he's doing is fine.
All right, well, animal control is going to come out here, and they're going to take a look around, make sure that everything is okay. The dogs seem happy and healthy. To us, they have shade, they have water, so they're not in any type of immediate danger.
Okay.
But like I said, that's what...
Would you like to see the statute?
No, I don't need to see that.
But you know the law?
Ma'am, like I said, animal control, they're going to come out here. We're going to help them with their investigation, and we're going to make sure that everything is taken care of. If the animals are in any kind of danger, then we'll take care of that.
Great.
All right? So just sit tight, and we'll be with you.
You see? They don't want to know. They don't want to see the law. They don't know that they don't need an animal control officer. But if I start talking like that, he's going to get nasty, and it's not going to work. So I got to keep my mouth shut. This is what we deal with. They look happy. they look very well cared for in a box.
It's just sad when everybody's laughing.
So I'm on the phone with animal control and they're saying that maybe someone has to call them.
They told me they were on their way an hour ago. Well, tell them that.
They just walked over here.
Tell them, ask them if they've called animal control, please. This is an embarrassment if they don't do the right thing by these dogs, Tamarac. And that's a sergeant on top of it. Wow, I am just in awe. I am in disgust, such disgust. And for anybody that says, oh, yay, let's celebrate the new law that protects animals, it's a felony. Bullshit. Because if the officials don't reinforce and enforce these laws that are in place to protect animals, laws mean nothing.
I don't know their laws. They don't even.
Do you see what we do? You see? You're dealing with it.
They just don't understand their laws.
He probably took the dogs inside. They're inside the house now. The dogs are inside the house now, and he said he never lets them in the house. Ever. He brought the dogs inside. He said they never come in the house. Just because they're here. Yep, there you go. And when you call the police when they're in the box, they don't show up. So that's why he's going to keep getting away with it. That's the problem. Do you see what just happened? So all this time we're sitting here and the dogs are in the boxes. Now they show up over an hour later. Now the dogs are inside the house jumping on the curtains. I just saw them.
And animal control told me that they have to call.
What did he say?
He said he was on the phone. He'd get back with me.
This is bullshit. Do you see what we deal with?
I'm really not happy. I took their tag numbers and their
It's
vehicle
disgusting,
numbers.
Tracy.
I'm going to report it to.
This is disgusting.
How about the property management, Tracy?
I'm going to go look up to see if Heathgate Sunflower. I believe it's a community
His first name is
association. I don't know if they have
Jason.
professional
His
management.
first name
and I
is
don't-
Jason.
And this, we have the phone number and all the guy that owns this property.
So, yeah, thank you.
Freedom of press. You said about me videoing. He'll bring the dogs back outside. What?
She's talking about the tags. There's no tags that way. Oh. Nope. This is what we're dealing with. People are
They don't
protected.
care. They don't care.
Protected.
Such bullshit.
Started. Cops getting agitated over
I'm
there.
I can't even believe this. Nope, they don't follow the law. So there's no reinforcing the law that's in place to protect them.
I think they should all go back into the...
I think they should all put themselves in the box and stay in there for 24 hours and tell me how it feels.
Stay there for an hour.
They don't smell. Take their mask off. Well, they could smell it through the mask. Tamarac, Florida. Yep, 2 Tamarac police officers. 1 is a sergeant. And this is the sergeant on to my right. This is the sergeant right here. And he's the one that was speaking. Doesn't even know the law. They don't even know they don't even want to see the law. Even when I showed him the law, they didn't want to see it. I offered to show it to him. They don't want to see
I showed
it.
it to this one and he just...
They don't care. They don't care. They don't care. So, let's see what happens. Let's just see what happens. I can't even imagine what's going to happen. What is she saying?
She's talking about who she knows and the property management. They want to know if she lived in Tamarac. Blah, blah, blah.
How about staying on top of the fact that the dogs are being kept in boxes and it's against the law? And any official of the law, any officer of the law can remove these dogs. And it doesn't have to be animal control. It states it right in the statute. But they don't know the law. They won't know that. And they don't see anything wrong. They look happy. It's so hot. I'm dying. In my car, with the AC blowing on me, I'm dying. I can't imagine what these dogs feel like.
You see the sweat dripping off of him, the owner, when he's standing
Oh,
there?
he's dripping.
Yeah.
Dripping sweat.
That's standing outside.
Dripping sweat.
Dripping in those boxes.
Mm-hmm. I have it all. Tell her I have it all on video.
It's all on video, honey, too.
I have it all on video for they've been in there. They live in there. This is the sergeant. What's his name? Sergeant what? Can you see it? I can't see.
My glasses are...
Whoever the sergeant is of Tamarac, I don't know if there's more than one sergeant.
Should I maybe ask him his name?
Yeah, ask him what his name is. Sergeant what? Are you the sergeant? What's your name? You don't even have to get out. Just say, excuse me, sir. Say, excuse me.
He's the sergeant, right?
I believe. Say, excuse me.
Excuse me. What is your name? Hunt. Hunt. Oh, Sergeant Hunt.
Sergeant. Okay, you're a sergeant, right? Okay. What's that?
There's allegedly a video of him striking the dogs. Does anybody have this video?
I don't have it. I don't have that.
Because we've heard it made reference to, but we haven't been able to contact anybody that has it.
Yeah, I don't have. I can probably try to get it, but with my contact that reached out for help. But all I can tell you, when you went in the backyard, officer, were the dogs? They were free roam, right?
One of them is still in the cage, and the other ones were running around.
Okay. So as I stated, I know you're waiting for animal control. I get that, and I respect that. But by law, animals cannot be in enclosures 85 degrees or higher without air conditioning.
Okay.
So that's right here. That's why I wanted to show it to you. We can't argue. Listen, here's the thing. We can't argue law, right?
Yeah,
we can all have our own opinions, but he has no...
We're all here for the same reason.
Right.
We want to
Awesome.
make sure that those dogs are happy, healthy, safe, and taken care of. All right, that's all. That's my whole purpose.
Perfect. Perfect. Us too.
For the care of that.
That's what we want to.
I just have to approach it from
I know. I know.
my objective.
Got ya.
We get that. We do understand.
It's highlighted.
Yeah, I'm ready.
Did you smell the smell when you walked back there?
Oh my God, the people are all over this.
Horrible.
I mean, we just stood outside. We weren't even on the property, and we could smell it through our masks.
It's their house. It's horrible.
828,073 in Broward County.
That's what I was trying to explain to him, and he was like, you know, they live outside 24/7. There's nothing wrong with it. I said, but you're wrong. We have with the statutes right here. It's against the law, and it clearly states any official, any officer of the law does not have to be an animal control officer that sees an animal in distress has the right to remove an animal. They don't have to wait for Broward Animal Control.
Right, but when I would look back there, I don't see any animals in distress.
Okay, so it's 90 degrees, and the animals are living in boxes with no air conditioning or coolant. That's against the law right there.
Ma'am, I just read it, all right, and I read what it says. It doesn't say air conditioning. It says a cooling device. It says 85 degrees.
But there's no coolant back there.
Right, like I told you before, our main concern here is for the safety of the animals. All right, and that's why animal control.
And they're waiting for it.
Yep. All right.
Here?
We'll be back with it.
Does that make sense? Does that make sense? It's 90 degrees.
Politically correct answer, I guess.
90 degrees. Feels like 104.
I'm
Schwitzing. You can sit in my car. I got the AC
No,
on.
I gotta be. I gotta go to work. I'm being chased out by my staff. This is supposed to be a quick morning. Oops. I promise you, I will drive by here.
I'm not leaving. I'm here. It's my
You
life.
have my number, and
It's my life.
I have to be somewhere at 5, so I gotta come back here. So if you guys are still here, I'm passing by on my way back.
I can't believe it's taking this long for animal control. It's an embarrassment.
He told you that they're coming, but whatever you called in, you lied, and then the nasty.
I
person
called. They told me
talked
they were
to,
on their way.
They said BSO had a.
So everybody
they
was
couldn't
lying
take it,
and
they
told
couldn't
a
That's
take it.
bullshit. And she asked my rescue. I told her. She said they were on their way. That was over an hour ago.
So we all got a different answer.
That's
So-
animal control.
So the day that I called
The
you,
shelter's still closed. Nobody can walk in the shelter.
the day that I called you on that Saturday, the guy came out like this and went investigating.
And what happened?
Well, the neighbors were feeding the dog at that point.
Is the dog okay?
The dog was brought to Arlington on his credit card, and I'm sure it's still being paid for on Arlington. Or what would happen when you don't pick up a dog from the...
So it's still in the... I used to use
I
Arlington.
don't even know. All I know is the dog was taken to Arlington. The guy has a credit card on file, and...
Did you talk to these guys next door?
Well,
These over
I
here.
talked to him. He was very reticent.
Yeah.
He didn't say
And I
anything?
hope he doesn't do anything to his dog. because she let us in.
I know. But he doesn't know she let us in.
I would hope that she would be, you know,
Yeah, because she...
on
Yeah.
the down low.
Yeah, he was very not helpful.
No, but I saw with the school thing, he probably doesn't want to get involved.
Yeah, I
but,
get it.
But the stench that's coming off the side, I smelled it when I came here. I parked and I walked.
What's this guy saying? Did you talk to him, the one that
He
he's
was
talking
very
to?
talked to him.
politically neutral.
Yep.
Oh, so he didn't say that was
Yeah.
bad or anything?
He said he found it acceptable.
Yeah.
Which one? The owner of that
guy,
house?
Yeah. The guy
Oh,
in the
no,
blue.
this
This
guy in
guy.
the house goes, oh, there's nothing wrong.
Yeah. This
The guy in the blue?
Right here in the blue. Yep.
Yes, with the
Uh-huh.
charter school.
Yeah.
He could be the guy that called him.
Oh, probably.
Meanwhile, the daughter says this is disgusting and barking. So
Yeah.
whatever.
Oh, but we can't tell on his daughter
No,
because
I'm
then
not
he'll
saying
be...
nothing.
Don't say a word.
Absolutely.
Mm-mm.
We're here
She's
to
a child.
facilitate, not here to.
I can't believe this is... I just can't even.
Yeah, he probably is.
These people think it's okay. It's so goddamn hot
The news
outside.
came out.
The news is here?
The news are here?
Is that the news?
Yeah, it's
Where?
a freelance. That's a freelance guy taking video.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
In that white?
Yeah, I'm gonna go walk around when I leave it up. So I'm personally not on the video because he's got the camera directed right at the house.
Oh, wow. Oh, yeah, he's right
yeah.
behind us.
We've had a lot of fun here today.
Tell him to come over here and talk to us. We'll give him the whole story.
I was gonna go through the garbage and see what the guy's name was. Apparently they're like pancakes. Public right away. Public access.
You want me to go get him?
We could be like TMZ. Want me to give it a sip?
Yep.
You got it, darling. Let's go tell him to come.
Yeah. Get him
Put
over
our
here.
masks on. Be politically, get him.
Ask them what station they're from. What? No one in it?
I'm gonna allow the other lady to tell you what's going on.
Hi. You covered us before with Elijah. Hi. Can you take that off speaker? Take that off.
Right.
So we've been getting calls. There's 4 dogs that are locked in hot boxes in the backyard. All the neighbors have been spoken to. Every neighbor says the same exact thing. This has been going on. Crying, in distress, and the guy came out and the owner came out and started talking to me on video, stating that he leaves his dogs in the hot boxes 24/7. We have the statute right here, which we showed is illegal. Show the officers. We've been waiting for animal control for over an hour. Since the officers arrived, of course, he let his dogs out of boxes. They're still
in the backyard.
in the backyard. They're in such distress. I mean, it's so hot. The stench, if you just walk like up to the gate, the smell of death from the backyard. So now we're waiting for animal control to see if they do their job with the police. We have the sergeant here.
And you got calls from neighbors? Is that how this started?
My hotline has been ringing off the wall. We have video. We have proof of photos. These dogs are locked in these boxes 24/7. And he agreed. The owner on camera came right up to my car. I was parked right here and talked for about at least a half an hour, stating that there's nothing wrong with his dogs living in hot boxes, in boxes. And I tried to show him and educate him, and he was arguing, uneducated. The officer showed up, and when the officer showed up, he had his girlfriend who's inside let the dogs out of the boxes. There's still one locked in the box. So now we've been waiting for animal control for over an hour. And it's gone viral. I mean, people from every state around, everybody's calling.
And so you called police, neighbors called you and you called police.
Correct, and animal control.
And animal control.
Correct. And we've been here on site ever since.
And has police said what they're going to do?
They're waiting for animal control.
Okay, they're going to let him go, I presume?
If he does, it's going to be ugly. Because there are laws for a reason. You can't, no matter what our opinions are, you can't argue a law. So if a dog is locked in boxes, it states anything over 85 degrees, no animal can be outside without proper coolant to keep the temperature 85 or under. These dogs have no airflow. They're locked in boxes.
with no fans, no air conditioning, 24/7. And we don't even know if they're registered or with the, he's a renter, licensed, insured. That one box, Sandy, I don't even know if they could stand up. The long one.
Yeah.
And that's,
Yeah.
You have them on your phone?
Of course I do.
Is it an iPhone?
did the
by any
officers
chance?
see that?
I'm a Samsunger.
Would it be easier for you to text them or email them?
You can.
I don't know if the officers saw that box.
Oh, they were back there.
But did he didn't answer our question. That's the point.
He's being very vague. 7902 Northwest 74th Avenue in Tamarac. Still waiting on animal control. Still. Get in, it's hot. Yeah, that's why we're getting the word out, guys. All we can do is be their voice. When she comes back, ask her about a video where the cops were talking about him hitting or hurting the dog.
Yes.
Is there such a video? Okay, I tagged you on a Facebook post. Go to Facebook, please. I tagged you guys, remember? Before he came out here? I want you to pull up that post. I want to see. I did. I want to see if there are any proof of videos here. Okay.
He did not see one to show. You want sound on that?
Yeah, can you get me, put the sound up all the way? I want to see what's on there. Perfect, there we go. This is what was sent to us originally.
Is that the one where they were being abused?
So, I'm trying to see if there are any. There's one dog in the hut, in the box. Imagine you leaving your dogs to live like this. Imagine it.
Look at the one to your left, Amy. That's
Oh, I know.
even worse.
Well, I can't move it.
I wish
She's
they-
moving
I
the
know,
camera.
I know. I just wish they could
Hold
see.
on. That's all she got there. I need a video of him. It's so-called abuse. I like that video. Ask her if she has, or she can. It's Shelly.
Yes. All right. Hold on, Amy.
Yeah. I can't even believe that I live in a country. I can't even believe I live with people around me like this. One is the officer just told me that one of them is still in the kennel back there, the cage, the box, and it's okay. I think the officer is explaining to him about the law that he just read, my ordinances, and maybe he's trying to educate him about the laws. That is the sergeant speaking. Yep, Tamarac was where the dog was in the garage and we got nothing. Remember that? Yeah, dog was okay. It had a fan blowing and it had shelter, living in a garage. The owner is, I'm going to recap really quickly. I'm going to recap really quickly. The owner is in the white shirt right here. He spoke earlier on my video. I know this is a long video because it's been running since I arrived here. I did a video of the dogs through a fence, a neighbor's fence. This owner here, he said he was born and raised in Florida. He rents.
He's trying to plead his case to the officers. He's a good talker. Well, he's not a good talker. He makes no sense. He talks in circles and he backpedals. He's trying to get himself out of hot water. But we were called on this scene in Tamarac, and 7902 Northwest 74th Avenue.
Text message from
This
Carol
is
Lockhart.
the guy that's renting from the owners of this house. He is not the owner of this house. We have the information of the owner. A call had been placed. Not sure what's happening with that, but we've done our due diligence. We called animal control and the police the second we arrived. We drove around the block and parked our cars waiting, spoke to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 neighbors. All of them agreed and confirmed that these dogs are being tortured and living outside against the law 24/7 in boxes. I was able to get some video footage through the neighbor's yard. He's shaking his head, so he's not liking what he's hearing. I can tell you that. He seems very stressed out. We have Channel 4 News that are here behind me. Our friend Tracy is here. She's doing her due diligence. She has some contacts, I guess, with officials, so she's doing her thing. It always helps to have more hands to help. Shelly and I are here on location. We called the police, well, I don't even know what time, over an hour ago. Police have been here now, and by the time the police arrived, the owner does not look happy. He does not look happy. He seems very stressed. He's not smiling any longer. Maybe that's a good sign. I don't know, we shall see. Maybe I'm just hoping for the best. And he's only concerned, why are you here? You don't live here. I can be wherever I want. I'm a rescue. I'm here to protect the voiceless, the suffering. I can go anywhere I would like, just like the officer told him. The owners of the house are being made aware. He clearly stated, he came out, he walked over to my car. I had the video facing right on him. At first it was not on him, then I put it right on him. And he stated, you heard every word he said. If not, go back and listen. He confirmed that his dogs are kept in boxes 24/7. He sees nothing wrong with his dogs living in boxes. The stench from the house is disgusting. Absolutely like death. Let me ask you a question. Did you call the owner of the property?
Not yet, I'm about to.
Now, please.
Take this.
Right now. Call the owner. Let's get him over here. She's going to do it. She's going to bring it. Here's another officer. Okay, now we have 3 officers. That's the owner right there with the white shirt.
Give me a few minutes to get to my office. I'll be happy.
He's talking in... He does not seem happy. He's talking in circles.
Thank you.
Can you call from your car? Like immediately?
Yes.
Please? Thank you. Let them know what's going on here, that he has cops lined up outside his house because his renter is torturing dogs in boxes. All the neighbors are calling.
Animal control is here.
Okay.
The boxes that we witnessed.
Yeah, animal control's here now. Shelly. Stay in the car.
Yeah, what's his name, Doug?
Who?
The man from the news.
I don't remember. Here comes animal control.
Yeah.
Uh-huh. Oh, okay. Five out, yeah. Like 3 hours later, animal control shows up. Mm-hmm. Dog could be dead by now. Let's see what animal control does. Let's see how good animal control does their job. With 3, 1, 2, oh, one of the cars left, so there's 2 cars. Somebody must have been relieved. There's only 2 officers here now.
Now here comes that lady
Oh.
that I was talking to.
What did she say?
I don't know what she said just now. I can't hear, but I was talking to her. It's like constant.
What did she want?
Oh,
What does that lady want?
I don't know what she's saying now. That was earlier when we were knocking on doors.
Wait, what did she say? Is she siding with her?
I don't know what she sounded annoyed when we talked to her before when she read out.
I'm gonna get out of my car. I am. I'm not sitting here. Roll up the windows. Put your mask. I want to hear what she's saying too. I want to hear what they're all saying. I'm not gonna sit here. Hey, you a neighbor?
Yeah, I'm here.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, she's probably siding with him.
I don't know.
So now she's gonna go in the house. The dogs will be in the house. Oh no, they're going in the yard. You can't go back there. Unfortunately, yeah, you can stand on the sidewalk, but you can't go back, unfortunately. Channel 4 News, thank you for caring. Animal control's finally arrived. Oh my God, look at their ribs. There's 1, 2, 3 dogs.
But there's 5 dogs now.
Oh, there's 5?
Well, if the correct stating was that the sheriff said there was
3.
And we saw 4 before, and he said there was still 1 in the box. So that would make 5 dogs. Correct? I mean, I don't know. We saw 4.
This is not the problem. The problem is they're locked in boxes. They're not allowed out of the boxes. He keeps them locked in boxes. He said it on the video. He only let them out because they're here.
And at night they go into that smaller box that looks like a coffin.
Correct.
Because the neighbors are complaining.
Correct. But they don't. So they need to come out when they're in the boxes.
Yeah.
And if they came out
24/7. They need to be removed from here.
They do. They're being tortured.
They are.
Then they're not spayed and neutered, so they're going to keep reproducing.
Like he said, what was it? They had puppies.
Yeah, he
he's
said.
not going to spay her.
He said he's not spaying her.
No.
I don't
He's
even.
making money off it.
It's not even that. It's the conditions of these dogs are forced to live in boxes in this heat. Channel 4 is the best. They're awesome. So this is the problem. As you saw, we've been here for over what? An hour and a half, 2 hours. He stated, the owner, the dogs never come out of their boxes. The only reason they're out of the boxes right now is because he knew they were coming. Of course, they're so happy and friendly to see people and to be let out, and he's going to talk his way out of it. This is the problem. Let's see what the outcome is.
There's still another one in there.
Oh, there is another one in the box. You can hear it. Yep, it's in the box.
Yes, because the sheriff said it.
Yep.
So it's fire that we know of.
Yep.
What about that other box?
It's probably because it's aggressive.
So you can hear the barking because one.
He's in so much distress.
Yeah. One of the dogs is still in the box. He's not taking out of the box. He's probably not friendly with people, so that's why he's kept in the box. The smell that is coming from this yard, I can't believe they're not. You heard him, he didn't smell anything.
Yeah, I know.
Disgusting.
I want to know what's in that long box. Somebody needs to look in that long box.
Well, she will.
Praise God. I praise God. He didn't even know he has another box. As he said he did. There's no other box.
So the officer is back there, animal control. I don't know what she's saying. She's talking to him. And again, by law, how many dogs are they allowed to have? Are they registered with the county? Are they vaccinated? Listen, I wouldn't care how many dogs he had as long as they were taking care of them. But these dogs are being tortured, so we have to find every which way we can to get these dogs out of this guy's hands. Yes. I'm not, I'm just leaning. But she's talking to him, I don't know what she's saying. Can't. As far as my camera will go. Oh, please, with the law that was signed for felony, there's no protection. We've been on a lot, not a million. We've been on a lot of cruelty cases and they fail. So that law means nothing unless you have officials that stand behind the law. Which these days we don't have officers that stand behind the law. At least not the ones we run into. Sadly, it breaks my heart to say that. It's not something I want to say. Those aren't the words that I want coming out of my mouth. He needs to go live in a box 24/7 and see how he likes it. Tracy said she was calling the landlord. Yeah. I don't know.
Yeah.
Bottom line, it's against the law. I'm trying to get any kind of, I can't get, it's too far back, guys, and I'm not going on the property. I can smell it.
Oh my God.
Stinks. Exactly. That's no life for even a dog that's not friendly with new people. He shouldn't be locked in a box. Well, that's what the animal control officer is supposed to be doing, is getting proof of vaccines, rabies, see if they're registered with the county. That's her job. It's so true, sadly. Hairdressers have more training than officers. It's sad, right? Unfortunately, guys, there's nothing you can do right now. We have the police, we have the sergeant, we have animal control, we have laws in place, we have statutes in place that were shown to the officers, and it's, up to the officials to do the right thing. If not, we're just going to have to continue. If they leave these animals like this, we're going to have to continue to keep coming back, keep calling, making noise. Just waiting. It's a waiting game. Huh? To the owner. It smells so bad just standing here. It stinks of death. Huh? Horrible. It smells like garbage. What takes so long exactly? I don't know. You tell me. I don't know. Can't answer that. I don't know what the outcome is going to be. Honestly, 50-50. Crapshoot. Don't know. Depends on the officers. Sucks. Huh? The way he's talking. Waving his hands. Everything, you know. See, he's the victim. He's the victim, right? Right. If they leave these dogs, this smell is blowing from the wind in my face. If they leave these dogs like this is such an epic fail. We have got, this smell is disgusting. How can they stand there and not smell this? I'm allowed to stand on the driveway. I'm sorry? We're here with the animal control. We're here with animal control. Yeah, we're with them. Doesn't matter. It's where we control. It's legal. Yeah, it's legal.
It is legal. We do everything
It's legal. It's legal. They know our name.
Yeah, the police know our name.
Sure.
Everybody knows our name.
No, but I need to know since.
Why do you need to know?
Because this is my.
No, we've already spoke. The police know.
They know.
No, but I need to know.
Don't talk anymore. Talk to the police.
Since you got everything.
Yeah, we talked to the owner. We talked to the renter.
So since you know where we stay at, can I know where you stay at? Like,
Yeah, we already spoke to them. You can ask your friend. You can ask Jason. Is he drunk? Is he high? He's not high on something.
And he's probably on alcohol.
Mm.
This one They're going to be evicted out of here.
Let's back up.
They're going to be evicted out of here.
I just wanted to get his license plate in case something happened. Yeah. The address is 7902 Northwest 74th Avenue in Tamarac, Florida. 7902 Northwest 74th Avenue in Tamarac, Florida. You can feel free to write that down. And we got the sergeant's name. You asked him on camera, so it's on this video. Sergeant Hunt. I've dealt with him before. Sergeant Hunt from Tamarac. I don't want to go on the neighbor's yard because if I go in the back, I'm going to miss what happens out front. I can't. I just can't. I need to stay here, unfortunately. Can't answer that. No, honey, I'm good. Thank you, though. Thank you for writing it down, Debbie. 7902 Northwest 74th Avenue, Tamarac. Tracy said she was calling the landlord right away, so I don't know. I'm holding my stand. Thank you, Catherine. My hand is going to fall off. I'm holding this phone. You can't go on people's property illegally. If I walk on property, I could be shot. I could be arrested for trespassing. Everything we do is through by the books. We go through all the proper channels. Yeah, that'd be awesome. Ask her if she got in touch with them so we know. I can't believe how hot I am. I am so hot. We should have had this whole street lined up with all of our volunteers lined up here parking. Every one of them should have been here. I don't know what they're debating about. The smell alone, the boxes, him saying that the dogs live in the boxes 24/7, the neighbors confirming that the dogs are outside 24/7 crying against the law, against the statutes, against the ordinances, breaking the law. What are they going to debate? Putting a fan in front of one of the boxes, two of the boxes? Please. You're going to blow hot air. That's all you're doing. Insane. It's insane.
She called out.
Huh? Left a voicemail. So the owner was called, left a voicemail. Yeah, probably citing him and giving him a chance to correct the issues. It's probably what we'll get. And he's not going to fix it. They're still going to be forced to live in boxes, and he'll probably put some fans out there, and then it'll be adequate. That's bullshit.
I want to know why nobody is looking at that small box.
I'm sure they are. Animal control. They have to be. They're looking at everything. All the neighbors complained.
Everywhere. Blocks away.
They're all trying to get by. They can get by me. I'm not moving. Cop car here, cop car sergeant here, animal control truck behind, news channel 4 behind, and what's being done? Let's see. The neighbors are afraid for their life. The neighbors are afraid. Retaliation. We're not living in a kind world, guys, so you gotta be careful, you know. Yeah. Yeah, all right. You're welcome. Go ahead, you got plenty of room, lady. She's afraid to drive. Look at her. What is she doing? Oh my God, she's turning around.
She can't drive.
She's pulling in there now too.
Is she?
She's doing.
I think she's turning around, but maybe.
I'm not sure.
Oh, that's the halfway house.
Okay.
That's next door. She's pulling into the halfway house. Hope there's nothing behind me. I'm just pulling up.
No, you're good. Right now, not today.
The guy.
They're still back there.
They're still back there, yeah. I don't know what they're talking about.
These poor dogs.
We live in a sick, crazy world. People are afraid to talk. They're afraid to voice who they are, what they're seeing, because they're afraid of retaliation. And I know, Rosemary, believe me, how do you think we fail? We lose faith every day. This is why we are so over the top OCD with everything, because of what we endure and see every day. It makes you harder from your experiences in life. But we will continue to do what we do best and keep fighting. All we can do is keep fighting. We can't break laws and get arrested, because then we can't help anybody. So we try to go through all the proper channels, call the right officials, and do everything by the book, and let's see what happens. This guy coming up drunk or stoned, whatever he was, in my face. Who are you? Who are you? Who are you?
Where you live?
I don't owe you any explanation.
Your problem.
I'm on a public sidewalk. I can film. You heard the cop. He's like, you can film all you want.
Answer. Anybody.
Yep. I don't know why people get animals if they're going to keep them like this. The dogs were so happy to be out. They're young dogs. They were happy to be out and wagging tail and thin and walking around the yard just to be free.
The other one's in the front.
And the other one's in the box. So
Yeah,
that
I know
right
as
alone,
well.
she should be like, you can't leave your dogs in these boxes. This is against the law.
For all we know, there could be.
And they're not, you know what? This animal control officer's probably not going to give us any information.
I'm sure not.
I'm going to have to chase her for the case number. Here he comes, the other guy.
Hi, Chase. They wait. So we just have to wait. Okay. Alright. Well, hopefully he'll get back. Yeah? Animal control, yeah. Oh, here comes this asshole again.
Who?
Here comes this guy again.
Oh yeah. He's gonna video
No,
me.
we have
He's
other
turning it.
assholes.
He's turning his video on me.
From Carol, my heart.
We have another asshole videotaping us here on the property. Another real asshole. Oh, he parked in the driveway. Yeah.
Who's that? They just waved. Somebody we
Yep.
know.
We know what we're doing. All right, honey. Thank you. Oh, thank you. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
All right, sweetie. Okay. Talk to you soon. Okay, perfect. Perfect. We'll keep you updated. Thank you. She left a message for the owner and said basically there's cop cars, there's everything going on at your house, you've got 5 dogs in it, blah, 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 and you better reach back, and she's going to send us the number from the lien office.
That's Hallie.
I still can't figure out.
Is that Hallie? That's it.
Hey, it's Hallie.
I knew it. I said that's Hallie.
Yeah.
Can you believe this?
That's correct. I live right down the road.
You do?
Well, not down and around, but yeah.
One of our supporters showed up. Look at this idiot filming me. He's such an idiot. He's such a moron. Go smoke another bowl.
I was like, I know you can't check your messages. I'm like, come over for a drink with your dad. It's literally right around the corner. I can get you water.
Can you? No, we're okay. But can you believe what we're dealing with, Hallie? The whole neighborhood came out. All the neighbors came out saying that how horrible
The dogs are locked in boxes 24/7, crying, all the neighbors. And the guy came out talking on video stating they live in their boxes 24/7.
I work in childcare. The kids are sleeping. I have the thing on. Like,
right?
Yeah, and I'm watching and watching and watching.
No, it's fucked up.
You believe this? And I showed the officer and the sergeant the statutes. He didn't want to see him at first. Then he took him and was reading him, and then he remembered the statute because it's against the law.
Mm-hmm.
Now animal control showed up. I don't know what they're debating.
They've been back there for quite a while.
I know.
So
But-
it's not a good sign. Not a good sign.
But of course he let the dogs out. So, they're running around the yard. But still, the boxes, it's the smell of death back there.
It's crazy because this isn't a bad neighborhood.
It what?
It's not a bad neighborhood.
But I mean, I guess it's who you rent to.
Well, he's renting.
Yeah, it's renters.
He's renting. And he has
Everybody
4 or
walks
5
away.
dogs in his house.
And he had puppies at one point.
Honestly, like if you don't need to eat anything,
Thank
if
you.
wanna just decompress,
I'm finally cooling down. I closed my window. You can hop in if you want.
my dog's wait. I'm gonna sit by the cigarette.
Okay, okay.
Do you guys want anything? I'm
Thank
bringing
you. Thank you. We appreciate it. We have coffee, iced coffee. I don't think that would go over too well with the police right here.
Should have covered your plate too with the fence.
After.
Oh, we're locked and loaded, so.
I really should have.
I'm waiting for him to go away. I want to see if he's just standing there. He can't
It
see.
doesn't matter.
Nope. Come visit
I
us.
see you, except for this situation.
He's talking to the guy.
I should.
What's he saying?
I can't hear it.
I don't know how many hours I've been
It's been
here.
at least going on 3 hours.
2 hours, 2 to 3 hours.
She started videoing like an hour and a half.
Yeah, it's like,
He's talking about you.
Oh shit, I'm going.
don't
Let's know
listen.
why you're hiding your face.
This is what we deal with. This is what we deal with.
I do have to get to my dog because I just got out of work.
Oh, here we go with the racism. Listen. He's talking about
Racism.
Yeah.
The black lab.
Oh, God, I can't even look at it.
Don't even.
Text me, call me. Something.
I will let you know what's going
I mean,
on.
I'm literally down the street and on the other side. You guys just want to.
Thank you. Appreciate it. We're gonna get back to the rescue house.
We don't have babies.
I literally drive by here.
Be careful.
Yeah, that's a white one too.
Did you talk to her at all?
Yeah, she came running over to us early when Tracy was here.
Alright, I'm going.
Listen.
I'm not in a car. Text me, call me.
Is he threatening?
It's people like us that we can't get along. He's talking about race. He's being racist.
He's being racist.
Yeah. Party just started.
He's really harassing. He's really
Yeah,
harassing.
everything's turned into a black issue,
You know what, I
always.
could call a cop.
There's
if
nothing to
he's
do with
harassing
black,
us,
white,
and
yellow,
say-
green, purple.
Basically, he's harassing us. There he goes. Get your fucking fucking mess. Already starting, Abe.
Mm-hmm.
See what he's bringing out. Bring it on. Oh, he's got 2 phones. One's his drug dealer phone. Get the drug deal going.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, he's here. He's watching the whole thing. He was talking to him and asking him who he is.
I was wondering if he was filming when he was just ranting and raving about racism.
It's nice. His pants hanging down past his, it's real nice. I know, something's wrong with this guy, I agree. And they've been back there a long time. If there was nothing wrong, they wouldn't be back there that long either.
He walks around with 2 cell phones.
Nobody walks around with 2 cell phones. He's probably a drug dealer.
Of course.
Alright, now I'm throwing my opinions out.
Well,
I'm not saying he's a drug dealer.
No,
This is just...
We're entitled to speak. It's freedom of speech, or is it not allowed in the world anymore?
Well, he was definitely on something when he's tried to approach us. He's not right. So that's where I'm basing that. Yeah, Jamie, absolutely. No. I'm careful. There's cops all around us. It's a loser. This is why there's so much anger and violence in the world. It's sad, isn't it? It's so sad. I'm just keeping the camera on him while I'm waiting for the outcome between the police and animal control that have been back on the property for quite some time now.
New text message from +156-130-28289.
Plug my phone in. It's been going so long. Oh, give us a chance. Sorry, guys. What? One of whose friends? His friends? Oh. Oh, whatever. Please. The police, one sergeant, one police officer, animal controller in the backyard with the owner of the dogs that have been forced to live in boxes 24/7. The owner confirmed on video. All the neighbors have been calling and complaining about the crying, about the smell, about the conditions, and we came out here. I started videoing on the neighbor's property and showed the dogs inside, locked in the boxes. After waiting over an hour, when the police showed up, the dogs were still in the boxes. Then he called his girlfriend, the owner, to let the dogs out of the boxes, so they were then brought in the house, when he clearly stated on the video that the dogs are never, ever, ever brought inside the house. You clearly asked him, Shelley, and he said no, they do never come in the house. So he brought the dogs inside, then the dogs were brought outside. We were told there was still one dog in the box when animal control pulled up, and we had spoken to the Sergeant Hunt and the police officer. Sergeant Hunt is the only one we spoke to. Never had words with the other police.
Did. I spoke to
oh,
the
you
other
did?
one. I showed him.
You showed him, and we showed the sergeant on camera the ordinances, statutes of protection for the conditions of the dogs. At first he didn't want to see them, then he looked at them and he remembered the statute, the numbers. He went over and started talking to the owner. I don't know what was conveyed back and forth. I don't know what they were communicating about. I don't know if they're allowing him to make corrections to improve the conditions and allowing him to keep the animals to live outside. I have no idea. We are out front. We are sitting here. This random guy pulled up in the parking lot in that car right there, started approaching us while we were standing on the curb, which is public property, and we were filming, which the officers knew. We told them we were filming, and he clearly stated to the owner, when the owner was complaining about us videoing, he said freedom of whatever they want to do, they can film. With that being said, I don't know what is going on in the backyard at this moment. I don't know what is being communicated back and forth. It's been quite a while. That's what I said, but if we go in the neighbor's yard, we're going to miss what goes on here. We don't know how long this is going to take, and we could miss it and they could drive off. Well, that was what I said.
And the owner clearly stated before that there is so much complaints because the babies cry all the time at night. They go in that other
The neighbors,
box,
right. There's a
that
third
has
box that there was like
a
no
long-
little
it looks
slats.
like a big coffin.
It's like a coffin.
Yes.
And he said that she said one of the dogs is locked in there, and the crying is nonstop all night long.
Yes.
He does not allow the dogs to come indoors at all whatsoever. He sees nothing wrong. He kept joking, and his language, his terminology was pause, you crazy, you know, didn't want to know the laws even when I had the paperwork, the owner. He doesn't want to know the law. In his mind, I don't want Shelley to go back there. I'm not going to leave. I have to drive her, and I'm not going to let her walk over there by herself. No, it's not. No.
I don't mind.
Nope, I don't. And if I go over there and drop you off, I'm worried.
You don't have to drop me off.
And Channel 4 News has been here. He's still standing outside, the poor guy. So we're just sitting here, waiting.
I wonder if they're still like on that side.
7902 Northwest 74th Avenue, Tamarac, Florida. Tamarac, Florida. Yeah, the owner's not going to come out in handcuffs. That I can tell you right now. I found these dogs, Karen, because I was called on my hotline numerous times, and it was posted on social media of the situation, the conditions, but with photos and videos. Huh? What? Nobody's back there? There's the animal control officer. with the black mask and the catch pole, and there's the owner and 2 police officers. He doesn't look happy, but I don't know what the outcome is. No, we can hear the dogs barking, so they're outside. They're probably not contained. They're probably, yeah, he's pissed off. He's pissed off. He is mad.
What did she do?
Probably given him citations and told him what corrections he has to make. Yeah, the wooden boxes are like coffins back there. He's not happy. Here comes this guy. And he pulls up his pants for the cops. No, guys, we saw the boxes. I have them on video. From the beginning of this video, when you shut down and watch it, and there's photos that I have. The dogs are living in these wooden boxes. There's a little chain link in the front, but the entire enclosure is wooden boxes. Then there is a third box that looks like a coffin, where I didn't see any cage. It's just box with little slats. And he's very tiny. It's almost shaped like a coffin, a little bit bigger. And he stated that his dogs live 24/7 in there. He calls them cages. They are not cages. I can tell you from witnessing them with my own eyes, right, Shelley?
Yeah.
They are boxes. They are not spayed. I know that. He made that very, very clear that they are not spayed.
He will not.
And he will not spay them. I can't. I'm on video. Can you see who it is?
No.
Is it another officer? Or
No.
just a person? Oh. Hmm.
It looks like he's walking over to the coach.
I don't know who she is. They're talking to her.
Should be talking to us right now.
Where's the owner? Where did he go?
He walked over to animal control.
Oh. I don't know who this girl is. I don't think they're taking any dogs. That's
No.
not what I see.
No.
$90 degrees in my car, so it's like 93 outside.
Train. Hi. Sorry, Mr. Call. So what did they say? black guy. Who lives there? Who's on the lease? Don't give up, she just said. Someone just drove by and said, don't give up. Must be one of our followers. Wait, so, well, there's a young girl that just pulled up now. She just pulled up, and they're talking to her, the cops. So she's the one that lives there? She's on the lease, only her.
Oh, she's the only one on the lease?
Only her. That's her, because she was supposedly coming home.
Uh-huh.
And he didn't know there's dogs here, and that he rented to. No, no idea.
He had no idea?
Yes,
Is he coming here?
Is he coming here? Is he coming here? That's. Yes, I saw that.
So apparently this is the only girl that's right here talking to police officers on the lease. Not the owner of the dogs.
Okay. And where
and
does
the
she
owner
live?
of the
Is she
property
local or
didn't know that there were dogs here.
Yes.
He got some
What are you
paperwork
talking-
in his hand.
Where are they? Where's that? Oh, okay. Okay. All right, so then they knew nothing about what's going on, and then there's another.
Hold on, guys. I'm sorry. I know I'm bouncing. I'm trying to think about what my next move is. Shelly, I need you right now.
All right.
Close
Okay,
Close the
I will.
door.
Okay, I will.
And we're getting out for a minute.
Oh, please.
Come here. What tag?
She needs that tag.
Oh. You need your phone, then take a picture. Okay. I just need a case number. Can I have a case number, please?
Yeah, I'm going to give you a case number.
Okay, great. Thank
I
you.
want to ask you a question.
Sure. Oh, yeah.
Because I seem to be getting some conflicting information on as to the rest of the litter, the younger dogs being locked up in that box. When you guys came here, did you guys see them being released from that box?
Yes, so I have it all on video. This is a whole video that's been going on the second I arrived from behind the house and watching. The dogs were all locked in boxes. Sir, I'm talking to her. Can I have a minute, please?
I'm on my property.
Okay, so anyways, when we arrived, I have it on video. All the dogs were locked in boxes. They lived in the boxes 24/7. He clearly came to my car, the owner, and stated on video in front of 200 and something thousand people.
Yes, I stayed on video. Once I beat my dog, I put him in the cage.
His dogs live in the boxes. They're never brought inside, ever. Ever. Every neighbor from, I can tell you which neighbors came out, spoke to us,
came out and said, why are you guys here?
confirmed that the dogs live in the boxes 24/7. They cry nonstop day and night.
Okay.
And
Specifically with the puppies being in the wooden box, they're not going to be able to show this entire video, obviously, if it came to a hearing. What I would need you to do is send me the video clip where it's clearly depicting the dogs confined to that.
Oh, yeah, I have that.
Where you clearly depict the dogs outside of it. At which
Oh, I have that. Absolutely.
At which point you would be subpoenaed
Perfect.
to be at a hearing.
Perfect.
So I can issue citations for that. You're going to be my witness
Perfect.
for
You
that.
got it.
You're going to be trespassing my property. So if you catch you back on my property,
don't go on.
I've never been on his property. It's
All
okay.
parties, and everybody understands, do not enter private property of trespassing.
I would never. I've never entered his property.
Do you have my supervisor's information? Send them the clips, specifically those clips. Yeah. Where you can depict the animals in there, and then depicting the animals loose. The citations will be issued for that as well.
Yep.
Thank you.
Do you have a case number?
Oh, yeah, I'm sorry.
Thank you.
I'll write that down.
Thank you.
Well, he just threatened me. It's not going to be pretty.
I just sent Tracy that.
Great. Yeah.
Yeah, please put that on the property.
He just threatened me. It's not going to be pretty. I've never stepped foot on his property.
We're not on his property. We're on the street.
Well, I got a question for her. I want to know what's going on with the dogs. So they cannot live in the boxes. And so the next time...
He doesn't live here. He's not on the lease.
Right. I need to tell her that, too.
Nobody on the lease but her.
There's another news station over there.
And
Ma'am, I have a question.
Yeah.
So it is against the law to keep those dogs in the boxes.
Confined to that.
Okay. So when I called you, and I understand you're busy, and I called the police, we were here for over an hour. And nobody...
It does take us time to come out just because we have calls all over the place. And when this call came in, I was dealing with another call.
So basically, we need to stay on the away from so they don't know we're here. We have to wait away, and you need to come so the dogs are locked. Because the dogs live in boxes, he told me. They never come out of the boxes.
And I'll be honest with you, generally when we're coming out here, I don't doubt, because he's confirmed it as well, although there seems to be...
He goes back, he backpedals.
Statements on what's
Right.
occurred.
He's very confused with his own
But
truth, right.
if there's not a violation that we see, and we don't have anyone that's willing to be a witness, because our issue is we have a lot of anonymous people, so if I've got an anonymous person that's claiming something's happened, but I have no evidence of anything,
You have
and
me,
nobody that's willing to
you have
cooperate,
her, and you have other
that's
people.
why I asked you about this particular instance. So now I have a cooperating witness, and I have evidence of
Yes,
violation, so I can
ma'am.
pursue
Yes,
it.
ma'am.
But on other instances, that's precisely what's occurred. I don't
Right.
have somebody that's willing to say that they've seen something
Right.
and willing to assist us in the matter.
Right.
So if there's no
Now-
violation when I'm here, I can't press him for something I can't.
The
do.
officers, when they pulled up, they were in... When you pulled up, were the dogs in the boxes?
No, just the one.
Just the one was in the box. Right.
I already asked.
Okay. So the other thing is, he's not on the lease here.
That's not anything I would have anything to do with.
He's not on the lease here.
Irrelevant.
Okay. Are the dogs vaccinated, and are they...
That's not something I can go over with you directly. You can do a public records request, to my knowledge, to get that information. I'm addressing that with him, but I can't address that with you.
Okay. All right. So I'll take the case number. I'll follow up with
You
Philip.
already know how to submit for the public records request.
I do.
right?
Yes.
Okay, so you're good to go.
Yes. And when will the case? I mean, what's the being monitored now?
This is a continuing investigation. It's not being closed today. I can't go into specifics.
Okay, but the dogs are not allowed to be in the boxes, correct? I just want to be clear so when I get more calls.
He understands that the
Okay.
dogs cannot be confined to those cases.
Okay, perfect. That's exactly what I needed. Thank you so much for your time. Thank you, officer.
Thank you.
Let's go this way.
There's a whole bunch of those cameras here. There's one up on the corner.
Yep. All right, guys, so now you hear, okay? The dogs are not allowed to be in any boxes by law. She's writing citations. And as far as everything else goes, we have eyes watching around the clock. So the next time these dogs end up in the boxes, they will be called continuously until they are removed from this man's hands, because he thinks there's nothing wrong with leaving his dogs living in hot boxes 24/7 when it clearly states it's against the law and it's against the ordinances of Broward. So now we just have to stay on top. And I'm going to shut down right now, and I will update everybody more. I just want to get into my car. I actually want to talk. I have 2 news stations here. I want to talk to them and give them the information. He's not happy. He's not happy. So he's not on the lease. They can't discuss that with me. The video's on me. He's not on the lease. Apparently she is on the lease. The dogs are not registered. There's, from what I'm told, 4 or 5 dogs. 5 dogs. And he stated on video that they live in the boxes 24/7. He keeps backpedaling, and she even said he keeps changing his story. Which the cops, when they pulled up, one of the dogs was in the box. The rest, the girlfriend had let out to take the pressure off. This is not going to be the end of this, like she said. This is not a closed case. They are going to be ongoing, and we have to keep, unfortunately, on top of the situation to make sure that they follow up and do the right thing by them.
So they're not going to take the dogs away?
No.
Yeah.
Nope.
What's the reason for that? They
So
feel
they're
they're in good health?
No, because by their animals are considered property. They are going to give him a chance to keep the dogs inside. They're giving him citations to rectify the problem, And we know he's not going to do that. So either one of two things, he's either going to put them back in the boxes, he thinks the heat's going to die down, or he's going to give them away and relocate them, which is sad because then we don't know what's going to happen to the dogs.
But he's not the owner of the dogs?
He's the owner of the dogs, but he is not on the lease here for this property. They're renters. So they're not here legally. She couldn't tell me if they're vaccinated and up to date and registered with the county, because that's something she just gave me a case number. It's in my car.
And the owner has no idea that there are.
The owner has no idea of the
and dogs even.
He doesn't even know there's dogs on his property living like this. So this is another case of animal neglect, fighting with the laws to do the right thing. You know, and this is what we have to go through every time we get a call in an animal cruelty case. This is the lesser of the worst that we've seen. You know,
You've seen plenty
I've
worse.
seen much worse. Much worse. So anyways, there's nothing. The dogs are not going to be removed right now.
Did she give him a citation? Amy?
She's writing up citations, as she stated. She asked me to be a witness in court. I have to submit my video showing that the dogs are locked in the boxes, and I told her I would be a witness in court against him. And then they may take the dogs away for animal cruelty and animal abuse against the law. But until then, this is what we have to go through. It's really sad for the dogs, really. But we have eyes on all around the whole neighborhood that will call me immediately and let me know the second the dogs go in the box.
Is this the first call you've gotten about this house?
This is the first time. That's why I'm here today. Apparently, one of the neighbors has been trying desperately to get help for a long time, and nobody answered and nobody came. Apparently, the police have been called, according even to the owner. The owner stated on my video that the police have been here 2 or 3 times. Three times this week, and they said the dogs were fine in the boxes. So this is the problem. This is the biggest problem we find when we come to these cases, right? So there are laws and statutes to protect animals and to protect people, right? The police roll up, they come, they pull up. We have the ordinances laminated, and we show the officer, sergeant, show them the laws and the statutes. He said he didn't want to see it. Then after a few minutes, he came back, he took them, he read them. He recited them off the top of his head, and he remembered them, and that's when they went in and started with the citing of the citations. But initially, either they don't want to be bothered or they're not educated on the laws and the statutes of protection for animals. Which is sad that we as an organization have to bring that to their attention, to the officials, you know what I mean?
So the female there, as far as you know, does not live here?
I was told that she's the only one on the lease.
If that's the woman.
They said that the person that was on the lease... No, I'm a rescue, 100 plus abandoned dog rescue, and I've been called over about this case. And as I pulled up, and I was parked up the street waiting for animal control and the police, all these neighbors came outside. Those neighbors, these neighbors, those neighbors, the ones behind, these neighbors. They all started coming out and saying, oh my God, please do something. The crying in those boxes day and night. They're like coffins. You know, we can't take it anymore, and we've called the police and nobody's doing anything. She said that the dogs jumped the fence and charged her, and they're skinny, and they gave it food and they returned the dog back to them, and it's just been ongoing. You know, so we're just trying to get the officials to do right by law. This is not my opinion. This is nobody's opinion. This is a law is there to protect animals, and that's what we're trying to make them see and understand. And we even showed the Sergeant Hunt the statute and the law, and at first he was like, no, on video, up to my car, and then he took it and read it, and then he was like, the wheels were turning, you know? So finally animal control came a little too late because he had already taken the dogs out of the boxes. Only one was left in the box, which she's citing him. And she clearly stated to me on video after hours that it is against the law and they are not allowed to be living in those boxes. So he knows that now. she told him. He is being cited for I don't know what, because she wouldn't tell me. I have to do a public records request, but I have a case number and I'm going to court to be her witness. And not to mention, there's 2,200 people watching this video right now. And there's been more throughout the day. So.
How long were you here? You were here as the police officers arrived?
Oh, I've been here for 3 hours. 3 hours. It took the police officers almost an hour to come after we called, and animal control almost 2 hours. So if they'd come remotely, you know, in the time frame we called, we would have had everything in place. So that's basically where we're at. So this is just the beginning. You know, we got to stay on top of these dogs to make sure they're not tortured anymore. What station are you in?
I'm with NBC 6 Intelligence.
6? Awesome, awesome.
Did you want to say something on camera real fast?
I can. Guys, I'm gonna shut down here, and I'm gonna talk to Channel 4 News, and I'll keep you guys posted. Thank you for making your phone calls, and I promise you this is just the beginning. I promise you. 100 plus abandoned dogs, Everglades, Florida.